made a proposal that the procurement, design, and security of the ballot paper should be agreed upon by the contestants. And again, that is a best practice that we have seen happening in our neighbors' jurisdictions. We also believe that Section 110, subsection 3, especially paragraph C up to paragraph F of the current Electoral Act, needs to be amended in the sense that collation, addition, and tabulation of results that are received at the National Transmission Results Center, in terms of that act, are simply reviewed and done by the CEO without the involvement of the agents of the participants in the presidential election. Similarly, the announcement of results in terms of that law seems to ignore the fact that before an announcement is made, the agents of participants in that election should validate those results as being correct collation of the figures that would have come from the polling stations. And as a result, we believe that that particular section should be amended. In addition to that, at polling stations, we believe that presidential results should not be exempted from being posted outside the polling station or from being declared at that polling station. There is no harm in declaring at a particular polling station that presidential candidate X got so many votes, whilst presidential candidate X, Y got so many votes. And then finally, we have a number of unregistered voters who have failed to register due to accessibility issues. We know that ZEC has got centers throughout the country, but can you imagine a person in the rural area having to board a bus, paying $20 one way just for the sake of going to register? We believe that that is almost impossible, and it is disenfranchising. And as a result, we have made proposals. Our proposal is that there should be a mandatory clause in this bill that shall force ZEC to undertake a voter registration blitz at least 4 months before a general election. And we hope that it will be taken care of. The other disenfranchised population is that of prisoners. As we believe that it might be impossible to make every prisoner to vote, we believe that there are prisoners who are serving long-term sentences. Those, an administrative action can be taken to ensure that they exercise their right to vote. We also propose that this bill should talk about accessibility of the voters in analyzable formats. But above that, we believe that it has become international best practice that before a general election, an audit of the voters' roll is conducted by reputable audit firms. And it is our call that we should have at least 3 reputable audit firms agreed upon by contestants to audit the voters' roll before we get into the election. And the reason for that is public. It is common cause. It is because we don't want then to talk about ghost voters, duplicate voters. We need a voters' roll that is acceptable to everyone else. We believe that our electoral law has got a big gap. It is a law that talks about declaration of presidential results but does not speak about transition of power. And therefore, we have made a proposal that there should be an ad hoc committee which is responsible for transferring power from a previous government to a new government which would have been declared by ZEC. And in that regard, we have made proposals of who shall comprise of that committee. The composition literally comprises of members of the bureaucracy, headed by the Chief Secretary to the Cabinet, to the President and the Cabinet. We believe that that committee should be able, after our results have been announced and declared, to then start working on ensuring that the president-elect begins to take over the levers of power. That is what we have made as a proposal, and we look forward that those proposals will be taken aboard as we debate the Electoral Amendment Bill, HB 2022, in Parliament today. Thank you, sponsors.
Thank you very much.